left arm is numb. Is that normal?
Multiple contusions detected.
Yeah, I detected that too. Friday?
We have some weapon systems offline.
Hey, what? Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Nothing without this suit.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers 4 and every Marvel movie, I guess you could say. So during a recent live stream, I was asked about the ongoing Tony Stark loses his arm theory, and upon doing a bit of research, this theory's been absolutely everywhere for multiple years. It became really popular last year during the Avengers Infinity War trailer when Tony Stark was holding his arm and he looked like his arm was going to break, but it didn't. So we are starting a brand new competition today. It's a joint competition with TC Does Comics. All you gotta do to enter, the prize is an Infinity War Blu-ray. All you gotta do is follow TC Does Comics on YouTube. I will put the link in the description box down below, and also follow Warstu, who is me, on Instagram. So let's get into the rest of the video.
So for some of you, it will be the first time you see my face. So it's kind of a face reveal for some of you. Make sure to enter the competition by following TC Does Comics on YouTube. I will leave his channel in the link down below, and by following me, Warstu, on Instagram. So let's get into the title of the video. So essentially, the video is based around the premise that Tony Stark is the heart of the MCU. He would lose his arm in Avengers Infinity War, he won't die, and due to all these references, all these Easter eggs, I guess you can say, I hate that word, throughout most of the MCU, he keeps hurting his left arm. This is nothing new. What I want you to do is go onto Google now and type in Tony Stark left arm, and there's about 50 plus articles dating back years. So let's get into the actual evidence. So in 2018, in the film that started everything, Iron Man, which if you go back and rewatch it now, it's not as good. Tony Stark puts on his suit to rescue a village from hostiles. During this scene, he gets a pretty hard blow to his left arm from a tank's shell. Unbeknownst to us, Tony Stark, for the matter, this is the first of many left arm injuries to come. So that's why obviously when it first happened, most people didn't even think anything of it. Tony's left arm also gets injured in Iron Man 2 while reviewing his suit trauma report. Likely during or after the fight from the whiplash, the computer screen shows damage to Tony's left arm. Coincidence based on the injuries to come? We think not. Or do you all think this is all coincidence? Because in mathematical terms, you wouldn't keep injuring one arm over the other. Because there's Captain America's Civil War, where Tony explicitly says his left arm is numb. Several years later, Tony's arm is still bothering him. And we hate to say it, things are gonna get much, much worse. Remember Civil War? At the airport? How about the Scarlet Witch drops an entire parking garage worth of cars on Iron Man? Well, of course, one of those just so happens to land on his left arm. After the fight, Tony is seen wearing a sling to support his arm. Even with his suit acting as armor, we're surprised to see the car didn't completely crush his left side of his body. To be honest, if there's anyone else, they would have been paralyzed. Instead, we see Tony with his arm in a sling. When he removes it later on, it's clear that he's still experiencing physical and mental pain. And the MCU is absolute savage, just like Deathstroke, absolute mercenary, just like Deadpool. Tony's left arm gets another hit at the end of Civil War. Whilst battling Captain America and Bucky Barnes, Tony gets pushed off a ledge and breaks his fall with, that's right, his left arm. There's a pattern merging here. Sacrifice to say, the man's left side has really taken a beating, which is probably why during Spider-Man Homecoming, we see Tony showing left arm pain yet again. Peter Parker, like an angry dad in Spider-Man Homecoming, you see him gasp and his aching left arm. This brings us to the most recent event when it happens, being Avengers Infinity War. When battering Thanos on Titan, Tony's suit gets totally wrecked in a state we've never seen it before. Specifically, it's the left side of his Iron Man suit that gets completely destroyed. Tony's nanotech was on the left arm. It was either blown away by the Power Stone or with what little nanites remain, become the blade that was used to impale him. He also blocks Thanos' physical attacks on more than one occasion. Thanos hates Stark because he foiled his plans. Thanos wasn't exactly pulling punches against Tony, but there was one scene during that fight when Thanos looked absolutely angry at him. You gotta remember, he didn't look this annoyed at Thor or at Cap or at Loki, but just at Tony Stark. Why? Tony destroyed his army, preventing him from taking over Earth. His view is Tony Stark is the one greatest threat of Earth, the greatest threat of the universe, being the Earth's best defender. It has been well documented that he's had trauma, he's had pain, he's had heartache, he's had lots of stuff throughout the whole run of the MCU. Tony has ran many missions that we've not even seen on camera and could have caused a further damage in said adventures to his arm and nursing his arm. We only see what MCU wants us to see, but something has to come. If this is going to be Tony Stark's last movie in the MCU in Avengers Endgame, then something's going to happen to his arm. If the arm doesn't get broke, doesn't get snapped off, then what's the point of killing him? Because you're not going to break his arm, completely destroy his arm, and then kill him. So Tony and Thanos are the big two, the first two to face off against each other. Between Thanos and Tony Stark in Avengers Infinity War is like you're meeting your worst enemy scene or scenario. Thanos has been in his head for years, so Tony Stark is the main hero of the MCU. He failed in Infinity War. He's going to have to be reborn again as a hero. Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Yes, I'm quoting Thanos. So like I said, Tony Stark is the heart of the MCU. From his first innovation from the arc reactor, which is a symbolization of his heart, proves that Tony Stark is the heart of the MCU. The small circle of light gives us hope, gives him his power to become Iron Man. The MCU's first hero, that little device, could potentially be what generates the energy necessary for Tony to wield something incredible, the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, I made a video, I think it was last June 2018, a few months after Avengers Infinity War came out. I'm pretty sure it was roughly around that date, where I said that Tony Stark was going to make the Thanos Buster and he was going to wield the Infinity Gauntlet. Now, I believe he will do it, purely based on all this evidence and the fact that we know the movie is basically going to be a time-traveling movie where it's a smash and grab, Back to Future style, get all the stones, wield your own Infinity Gauntlet. I know what people are going to say, he's assuming he can't wield it, but with the brains of Shuri, who actually isn't missing Marvel, a bit misleading, with the brains of Shuri, Bruce Banner, and Tony Stark, they will make an Infinity suit for him. Luckily for me, Ultra Raw 26, who I did commission to make the YouTube banner on the channel, has made a fantastic artwork for this. So cool. So Thanos is gonna get his ass handed to him. Tony Stark will create the Thanos Buster and he will wield the Stark Gauntlet. There's been multiple leaks. Well, you can't really call them plot leaks because until the movies come out, you can't really say it's a leak because we don't know if it's true. But there's a lot of evidence suggesting that it will be a smash and grab. They're gonna have to reverse the effects of the finger snap when Thanos fingered the universe somehow. So I believe all this left arm business that you guys asked me to go over during a live stream, what do I think of it? I think there is some evidence there. There is some proof. Something's going on with his left arm. And like I said, if this is Tony Stark's, if this is Robert Downey Jr.'s last movie, as we know his contract is over after this movie, unless he's re-signed without letting anyone know. Obviously, the Spider-Man Far From Home movie is not giving anything away about the death of Tony Stark because that would be a major spoiler. So guys, let me know, what do you think about this left arm getting damaged all the time theory? Like I said, guys, this isn't nothing new. This has been around the internet for the last year or so. But the closer we get to Avengers Endgame, the more theories, the more things we need to cover, because once we get Endgame, there's going to be a lot of other cool things coming. So this Sunday, the 3rd of February. I know I said Saturday on yesterday's video, but yeah, it was just a slur because I record most of my videos freestyle. So it's Sunday Super Bowl, the 3rd. We're getting a new TV spot with some new footage. But like I said, guys, there's going to be a lot of misleading context in that trailer, so be careful. We will be doing a breakdown for it Monday morning, obviously, because of the time difference. It'll be too late for us to do it over here at the Warstu channel. So guys, let me know what you think. Is this all building up to Tony Stark, heart of the MCU, the arc reactor, being the power to generate the Infinity Gauntlet, generate the Thanos Buster, generate the Stark suit to destroy Thanos in one ultimate fight? Does Tony Stark die? Let me know all your comments down below, guys. And like I said at the start of the video, make sure to enter competition to win an Infinity or copy, which is pretty cool. And we always have the Captain Marvel giveaway going away. You know the rules for that. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and make sure to check out TC Does Comics. Make sure to subscribe to him to be entered. You do have to follow both the rules to be entered, as we will be checking if you follow on both, I presume. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.